Um, last time on Curse of the Crimson Throne, our heroes enjoyed their very first day out as agents of the Corvosan City Watch, and with the assistance of a newfound friend Shirazi, were able to bring down the criminal organization run out of the butcher shop, all the world's meat, including bringing down a horrible, horrible monster that was running around like killing people's dogs and shit, and then feeding them to people. So, yeah, that was probably a good thing that y'all took care of that.
I'm not certain he was just killing dogs.
He was not just
poaching Griffin.
Yeah, he was like poaching
Yeah.
hippogriffs and just he was just whacking everything.
So he kind of forfeit. Yeah, I think he forfeit cap rights.
And he appeared to be a member of the Skin Saw cult, which is basically a religion for serial killers.
Right.
So who knows if he had escaped, he is part of the serial killer cult, and therefore probably a good thing that he's not running around anymore. Singing terrible songs from YouTube that were my 3 a.m. obsession. But this week we're gonna take it back from horrible serial killer cults and citywide riots and fires. Things have, it's been a few weeks now since Queen Iliosa took over Corvosa. That rhymed. And I think it is time that all of us stepped back and enjoyed the holidays. Here in Corvosa and throughout much of Varissia, they celebrate a holiday known as Candlewatch. Candlewatch is an annual celebration of found family and generosity, just being fucking righteous to one another, eating good food, drinking a lot, putting up decorations, getting into festivities, being nice to kids, stuff like that. And presumably most of your characters have experienced Candlewatch before. However, if it's anyone's first Candlewatch, we'll definitely have to go over that. It's not a universal holiday, but it is a secular holiday, so theoretically anyone can enjoy it. And everyone is encouraged at the evening of the celebration. Everyone will be encouraged to gather together, and you all take each of you gets a candle, and you all gather together in a communal space, and everyone lights their candle and lets it burn out. So yeah, we'll it's kind of a week of celebration that ends in Candlewatch. So we're actually we're kind of at the beginning of the Candlewatch week. We're not gonna do the candle burning and stuff. We're just gonna do some of how our characters enjoy the holidays and the times that they get to just relax with the people they want to be around and be nice to others. So yeah. What do your characters do? Do they have any family? Do they have any friends that they want to spend time with? Anything like that? And we'll start with Tibal. Tibal.
Hello. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So Tibal spends most of the time still doing what he does best, taking from the more fortunate and redistributing that wealth to the less fortunate, making special show. So this year, making sure all the kids, especially affected by the recent fires, have a wonderful candle thing.
Candlewatch.
It's Candlewatch, right?
Yep.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
really dumb and forgetful.
Nah, you're good.
But in terms of family, Tibal's actually has a small tribe-like thing of other
An
catfolk,
enclave
and
of catfolk.
he gathered.
You keep getting
Yeah.
interrupted.
Yep.
Your audio keeps cutting out. Do you want to try and give that to me again?
I will reconnect.
Okay.
Okay, how's this?
It's fine. Hey, LJ, come on.
Yeah, so Tibal spends time with this little with his little enclave of catfolk, and they sing up to the stars.
Oh, I do dig that. I do dig that a lot. You sing some nice Candlewatch carols.
Mhm. Though the quality is varying.
The quality. It does have a tendency to sound like a bunch of yowling cats.
It's a bunch of caterwauling.
Caterwauling? Oh god, yes. The puns. They poison my soul, and that in turn flips around and starts fueling my life. Yeah, so you go to do that and all that. But let's do a little quick scene. In let's say so Tibble, you're in the Midlands. And
Mhm.
specifically you're near the kind of the finest little toy store. Maybe not like big and expensive and all that, but there's a little toy store in the Midlands called Pestico's. And the owner, Pestico, is this elderly goblin. And he's sorry, and she's been working on making toys and just relax. She's very very fucking old for a goblin. She's like 69 years old.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. And she crafts kind of like dolls and figurines and stuff. And you see that there is this time of year is the best season for Pestico. So is able to get lots of work, and she's able to get a lot of money going around. And and this year is no different. But you see as you're there is a you pass by this area a lot because this is like the big market in the Midlands. And every time you pass Pestico's, you always see this little kid with it's like a little orphan girl. She's got like smudges on her face and all that, and she's always got her nose pressed up against the window at Pestico's, and she keeps looking at something. She's a little dwarf girl.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna go up to the little girl, sort of bend down and ask her, "Fretel, what do you see?"
Oh, hello, sir. I was just. I'm sorry. I was just looking at the toys.
Anyone of them stand out?
Oh, sir. Oh, sir. I mean, really, they're all just so beautiful. But you notice that she's got like in her hands, she's got kind of this like worn out little wooden carving of a like a holy symbol of Torag. Who is kind of the typical like dwarven deity. He's like the god of the forge and all of that. And it's just like the little holy symbol she's got. It's just all worn out. But it looks like it goes with not a little. She has she's been looking at. You see that inside the window there is another thing that has a symbol of Torag on the side, and it is a little wooden figurine of a goat, and it's wearing like a little saddle, and on the saddle there's a stamped image of Torag's hammer.
Mm-hmm.
And you do see every once in a while you see her like look in the window, and she looks at that little goat.
So it's a little figure in a little boat.
It's a goat
Oh, a goat.
with a G. Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries.
So it's a figure and a goat, or are they
It's a figure of a goat.
the figure and the goat the same thing?
They are the same
Got
thing.
it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I stroll into the shop.
Uh-huh.
I stroll into Pestigo.
Pesticos, yeah.
And to the shopkeep, I will say, like in Goblin, how much for the how much for the goat figure in the window?
Pestico, she like looks up at you, and she kind of sniffs, and she adjusts her glasses, and she's like, "The goat? Yes, that is Well, let's see." And she kind of like walks over to it, and it's the like really slowly. You can tell for a goblin, she is extremely old. And she like reaches her little fingers in there, and she picks it up, and she looks at it again, and she's like, "Oh, I see. This is this is a figurine of a wondrous power. And it has a powerful magic on it. And it is gonna... It costs a... Sorry, let me figure that out real quick. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
I just need it all.
It would be about a 3,000 gold.
I see.
It's a very good deal. Do you want to purchase it?
See, I would, but I don't quite have enough.
That is a pity then.
But I was hoping to get it for this little orphan girl.
Oh,
just-
yes. Very nice, very nice. Yes, it is good. It is very much in the spirit of... Excuse me, what?
And she wants it so dearly. So I'm sure we can figure out some sort of deal.
A deal? Yes. That is how a store works. I put in the work and I craft the figurines and the dolls, and the deal is that you pay me for my labor.
What if I pay you for your labor over time? I'm sure we can. That is agreeable. Yes.
You do the layaway.
You want to do a layaway? You want to purchase with like a credit?
Yes, of course. And the more time I take to repay it, the more money you'll get.
I suppose. What is my guarantee over time, though, that you will in fact repay?
An additional 10 gold per day.
An additional 10 gold per day. Are you sure about that? That's a lot of money.
I'm quite sure.
Well, roll a diplomacy check for me, please. Unless you do not intend to pay the money, in which case roll a bluff check. So it depends on your intent. Only you know.
Okay. Well, luckily they're the same modifier.
Oh, perfect. So it doesn't even matter. You just tell. Yeah, you tell me. Actually, yeah, it does matter because if it's a diplomacy check, she doesn't have a sense motive that she's going to roll against you.
No, it's diplomacy.
Okay.
Diplomacy of 12.
Okay. I will agree to these methods, but I believe you gotta pay me 25% up front. Can you pay me 25% up front?
I'll give you what I have up front.
Which is
91 gold.
91 gold. Do you think you could maybe that's not very assuring. Do you think you could earn some more of that gold now or later today, you know? You could probably rustle up that much gold, yes?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, if you could do that and then pay me a little more than a 91 gold, I think that would be very advantageous for all of us.
Agreed. And like all of that conversation, it was in Goblin.
Yeah, whole conversation was in Goblin. Where did my big die go? I dropped it off the table and now it is missing. Ah, there it is. Got it. Okay. Hup. Ah! All right. So I like your ideas that you had. However, yeah, because you're
I'm a broke bitch.
yeah, you're a broke bitch. And also your diplomacy roll was not very high, so she needs basically the thing is like yes, she will say yes, but she needs like a a show of effectively good faith. So you can like
Yeah.
you can try to like go and maybe rustle up some money at one of the places that might work with orphans or something.
Or I'm gonna go do what I do best. Head over to the Heights, pickpocket.
Just fucking steal it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, so let's roll that scene out. You're gonna go pickpocket people in the Heights. So so Tibal, you head off to the Heights. Are you gonna go in a specific district of the Heights, a specific area? Are you gonna look for?
I'm gonna bounce around from area to area of the Heights if that's possible.
Yeah, that's probably possible.
As to arouse not a lot of suspicion.
Yeah, just let me know like where specifically you want to head to first, if you could.
Let's.
Speaking to the judge first. How do you feel about it?
That sounds about right.
Let's steal from the cliffside villas first.
Okay, we're going to Cliffside Villas.
Right.
All right. So this is probably the this isn't the most bougie locale in Corvosa, but it's the second most bougie neighborhood in Corvosa. And so okay. So you're going around Cliffside, and the decorations at Cliffside, it's not only like really nice decorations everywhere, they actually have like wizards from the academy on retainer who have cast weather spells that create artificial snow that's always falling in this part of the city to kind of like replicate more northernly. Like Magnamar is kind of the next city to the north, and they actually get more snow in the winter. Usually when Corvosa gets snow, it's all wet and sticky and unpleasant. But all of this snow here is light and fluffy and just perfect idyllic snow.
Derek, screenshot on Android phones is usually power button and volume down at the same time.
I tried that.
Trying to do a screenshot on your Android phone?
Oh yeah, no, I was helping out somebody. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I got you.
They can swipe from left to right on the screen as well, like they're wiping it.
Take your whole hand and swipe across the screen.
Yeah, I usually do the power button and volume button at the same time. That's how I do it. Anyway, hey, let's get back to this scene. So, so you've got all this like nice idyllic snow that's been created. And also doing some quick math in your brain, in your thinking muscle, you know that a quarter of 3,000 is 750. I had to use a calculator for that because my brain does not like math.
Oh, okay, so for some reason I heard the cost was 1,000.
No.
No,
The cost
3,000.
Yeah,
Cool.
3,000. 3,000 gold. You got to find a quarter of 3,000 gold. So 750 gold. You could also sell stuff, or you could beg the party for their money that they've gathered. There's other options, but we're gonna steal some shit right now. So you're in the Heights.
In the Heights.
In the Heights. Do a little dance here. This is how I really get viewers. This is basically my OnlyFans. Anyway. So you're going around the Corvosan Heights. You're going around the cliffside, and there's all the as you go from the Midland to the Heights. You just notice like this magical snow is all over the Heights. Super freaking nice. You see like kids playing in it, and you see like some like Wizarding Academy bros are like they're out and they're wearing like, like shorts under their robes, and they're like, "Oh, bro, throw a snowball at Kevin." "Oh, Chad, no, man." Wizards. And there's like some sleighs that are running through, and you can see they're running on like basically a magic, like there's magical energy underneath the runners of the sleighs that are dragging people through the streets. And it's all very, very nice. The Midlands are not bad this time of year. It's a far more like homey feel, but you can see that like a lot of money has been put into giving the Heights a very Candlewatch atmosphere, a physical atmosphere.
And just for try to find targets, we're gonna do a rooftop run.
Oh baby. Oh baby, you're on the roof. All right, okay. Yeah, so you're sitting up on the roof. And yeah, it's you're looking around and just like kind of scoping out some marks. Roll a perception and an appraise check.
Okay, that's 17 perception and 15 appraise.
Okay, so a 17 perception and a 15 appraise. Okay, so you're looking around and you see a couple of folks who have like really nice stuff on. But your brain is like, well, maybe I don't want to go after the most wealthy people here. And so you find like the second most wealthy group that you see traveling down the streets, and it is this group of people, and they're all wearing like really heavy, really fine fur coats, which is odd because the weather in Corvosa never gets quite cold enough to need really intense fur coats, but they're like,
it's a style choice.
And you can tell that they're kind of sweating a little bit. It's like every once in a while they like take the edges of their coats and try to like flap them to get some airflow in there. And yeah, so you found your marks. What do you do?
I'm gonna from the rooftop. I'm gonna jump down to the or rather climb down to the street level and in a back alley.
Okay.
Well, like in between two buildings, and sort of.
All right.
Sort of do the Assassin's Creed thing of just following and then want to get to target pickpocket.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so you jump down to do that. So roll me a stealth roll first, please.
That'll be 30.
Damn, okay. And then to pickpocket,
19 plus 11.
Hot diggity shit. All right. Yeah.
So how am I for?
Nobody sees you. You are practically invisible. Which is pretty dope, I guess. Yeah, so you're practically invisible. You like creep up to these people, and you're able to like sneak up behind them. And what, pray tell, do you do with that ability that you just did? Or sorry, roll your sleight of hand. You see that they're wearing these people with these nice coats. They have Obviously, the coats themselves are worth. Your appraise check says that like each coat is probably worth at least 75 gold. And then one of them's wearing like a nice tall ushanka, which is a fur hat. And that's probably worth like at least a hundo by itself with the little brooches and stuff in it. So I guess that's not by itself.
Okay, so sleight of hand is 11.
All right.
Roll the
And
2.
it is an 11 to grab which thing? A coat, a hat, a stole, which is a type of scarf made out of fur.
So is there like not a coin pouch like visible?
They're wearing these big coats, so if there was a coin pouch, it's like under their coats.
Okay, I'll grab the scarf. Seems like it'd be like the easiest target.
Okay, yeah. You go and you snatch the scarf. And with an 11, as you are grabbing, as the scarf like snakes away from this person's neck. Shit. Oh yeah, never mind. So you're like stealing the scarf when suddenly he turns like, what? Who is touching my scarf? There's a fucking furry here. And he has a really bad stance, but he draws a really fancy rapier, which once again looks more like a decorative piece than a real like fighting weapon. But all of his buddies, which is five people, they all grab like knives and rapiers that look really fancy and really nice. And they all like face you suddenly, and they're like, "Stop, thief!" And make a perception check for me.
I was hoping to say he stole the stole, but that didn't work well.
You do have the stole in your hand.
Okay.
Oh, so he did steal the stole.
It's going to be a 13.
To do a
perception.
Well, good thing they're not trying to be stealthy. You see behind you, as the phrase "stop thief" comes, you see a pair of the Gray Guard seem to be approaching, and they both just like they've both got big shields, they draw swords, and they are just like they're fucking thugging up on you. And it's probably time to get the hell out of Dodge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
time for the exit strategy of climbing up to the rooftops and trying to lose them up there.
All right.
Yes, I know I played Assassin's Creed.
Yes, you are now playing Assassin's Creed. Roll climb first, or do you have a climb speed?
Yes, I do.
Never mind. Don't roll climb. You're good. Roll acrobatics.
I also have a climb skill.
Yeah, but when you have a climb speed, you don't need to roll a climb skill unless someone's like grabbing you or something.
Cool.
Yeah. So
and it's a climb speed of 20.
Climb speed of 20. Oh yeah. So you're able to basically do a full move action and get the hell out of there. But roll yourself a ow, my foot. Roll thyself an acrobatics check to try and like flip up onto that roof and start a mad dash away.
That'll be a 13.
All right, that is not great. That is not a good roll.
My dice hates me tonight.
Your dice hate you tonight. This is truth. Yeah, so you like get up there, but you are not able to really shake your pursuers. You actually see these two Gray Guard like one of them just like drops to a knee and like puts out her hands, and the other one like puts her foot on the hands, and she just fucking chucks her associate up onto the roof after you. And in full plate armor, might I add, this woman like leaps up, lands on the roof. She like chucks her tower shield away, and she starts pursuing you with her longsword.
Cool.
What do you do?
I'm gonna try to lose her again.
Okay. Yeah. So, how are you? Explain to me like what the goal is there. Like, are you gonna try and just run away? Are you gonna try and like do something tricky? It's a bunch of roofs. Now, a lot of them. I mean, there's still a shingles presence in the heights.
Mm-hmm.
So there are like connections between roofs and stuff like that. There's like big boxes, but there's no chokers or sturges or anything like that.
Okay, is there anything like I could like hide in?
There's some chimneys.
Cool. Let's hop.
You're gonna hop in a
Let's hide in the
chimney?
chimney. Yeah.
The question is, are you going to try and go down the chimney?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, roll me I think, so she's gonna like run up to grab you. Roll me an escape artist check.
Escape artist. There we go. Finally my dice don't hate me. 25.
God damn. Okay, so yeah, she's like running up to grab you, and you just slide down this chimney to get away from her. But you do come out the other side. You come out in these like people's living room, just covered in soot. And there's like a person, and they are sitting. They're like wearing like a powdered wig, and they have all this makeup on and like a really fancy jacket, and they're like sipping from like a teacup. And you like suddenly burst out of their chimney, and they're like, "Oh, oh my, oh dear Abadar, what are you?"
Okay, just quick check to see anything of extreme valuable.
Roll
Anything of extreme value in here.
appraise. Roll an appraise check.
9.
There's stuff of value, but in your opinion, at this current moment, the most valuable thing here is the ransom you would get from kidnapping this person. Other than that, like, you see there's a nice teapot, there's like a sword hanging over the mantelpiece, there's a some Candlewatch decorations, there's a big there's like an orc father hat that's like hung up on the wall. You see that this person is actually, they're a half orc, wearing all this makeup. You couldn't tell through the makeup. You can't really tell anyone through that amount of makeup and powdered wig.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the sword off the mantle.
You're gonna grab the sword. You go to pick it up, and it weighs like a solid 10 pounds.
Oof.
It's got heft to it. So if you were to grab it with like both hands, you would still be able to like run with it, but it's got, yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to grab anything else. But if you still want to run with that sword, you can run with that sword.
Yeah, I can hide it. I can hide it underneath my cloak.
All right, so yeah, so you're running with this sword. And thankfully you can hear like the gray guard up through the chimney seems really bothered. But this person sitting there, he like gets up, and he's just this really big, he's fucking built. This noble half orc, who's just like, "Excuse me." What?
I'm gonna bolt for the door.
Yeah, so he's gonna try.
I'm gonna bolt through the door like a cat after taking a giant poop.
Amazing. Roll me another escape artist check, please.
That'll be a 19.
Goddamn. Okay, yeah. So you do make it, and you keep a hold of this sword. And you run out the door. But you're still in the heights.
Okay, I'm gonna try to pop up onto another rooftop.
Carrying this big ass sword.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you're trying to do that. Yeah. So you climb up a roof. And you just hear like calling after you, like, "Stop! That's my sword!" And you run up a building and you scuttle up there. But you see that by this point, if you just keep moving, you have effectively left the Grey Guard in your dust. And
hell
we're
yeah.
gonna now fast forward. What are you gonna do with this sword you found?
I'm gonna sell the sword and the stole to
Where?
anyone who will buy it.
Where?
Is there like a pawn shop?
Yeah, there's plenty throughout the area.
Is there like? I feel like there'd be one place where I'd go to a lot to sell stuff. I feel like there'd be one in the Midland that I go to especially.
So the Midlands, if you're gonna like fence stuff, so like the stole, you feel like it's generic looking enough that you could probably just sell it at any pawn shop. But this sword, as you look at it, like it's got an engraved name in the blade. So if you were to try and sell this, you'd probably need to take it a lot further out of the city unless you want to risk it being identified.
I mean, if the number one wants the sword back, he can come buy it.
Fair enough. Anyway, yeah, so okay, we'll say that where do you want to try and sell that sword, by the way?
I'm gonna sell it at my usual pawn shop where I sell the things that I steal.
In the Midlands?
Yep.
Yeah, so there's a little shop that you've usually been able to sell like little trinkets that you've stolen over the past. And it's run by I have to come up with a name. The Shady Shad, who is an Undine fish-ish. They're a water person. And they're named after a fish. God damn it, yes. Okay, so Shady Shad. And they roll up. And they like come up and they're like, So what do you got for me today?
I've got this very, very intricate sword and this stole.
Yeah, so Shad whips out like a little one of those like nice, like it's like a magnifying glass on a ring. And they're like looking at the stole and they're like, yeah, it's pretty nice. I think I'll give you 100. No. It's a little damaged. I think I'll give you 50 for it.
How about we compromise in 75?
75. How about I will do you roll diplomacy, by the way.
Yeah. 4.
Oh no.
I think I'll consider doing.
I've rolled.
I think you're getting a very good deal if I give you 51 for it. Deal.
So that's 51 for the sword.
Yeah, for the stole, not the sword.
Oh, for the stole. Cool.
Yeah, so the sword. So he looks at the sword and he looks at that engraved name on the blade, and he looks at you and he says, "So where did you get this one?"
I mean, does it really matter?
If it means that the god is gonna come down on my ass, then yes. This looks important to somebody, and
I mean, if they want it, they're well, and where I got it, the individual seems like they have a lot of money, and so whatever you buy from me, you can probably sell it back to him double.
that's not how this works. That's not how this has ever worked. What world do you think we live in?
I mean, I'm sure you can manage to convince.
I'm sure that the Grey Guard can manage to shut down my entire operation in an afternoon for fencing obviously stolen goods. Is what I'm sure of.
Well, do you know where I could pawn this off?
You'd have to take it out of the city. Maybe Trail's End, if you're lucky. Probably a traveler, maybe? And Shad is going to look at it, and they are going to look back to you and go like, okay, well, I'll tell you what it is worth, monetarily, is something to the tune of 1,200 gold. But you're going to need to cut down on the price if you want to sell it at all, because it is obviously formerly used by someone. And second of all, you're going to want to get it off your hands as fast as possible. Because you do not want to be going around with someone's, fuck, what is this thing? This looks like it was used by someone in some sort of military campaign. Who'd you steal this from?
Just someone who didn't need it anymore.
Well, they took damn good care of the thing. Anyway, that's my advice. Fence it outside of the city or to someone who's leaving the city pronto. That's my advice.
I like the way that you think. Again, I appreciate your business.
Yeah, of course. I mean, who
And
else you gonna
Tibal's
go
gonna
to?
pop. That's true. So then Tibal's gonna go back up on the rooftops and hop over to the docks to try to find a merchant to try to find a merchant boat.
Okay, we will consider running that later. I think it is time to move on. Harper, what's Harper's Candlewatch week begin with?
He tries to, he tries to keep up business as usual as much as possible. Just because it's the holidays doesn't mean that crime stops or people being accused of crime stops.
Fair enough.
Throughout the week, slowly, Tenacity starts sneaking in more and more Candlewatch decorations into the office space.
Oh yeah, I feel like Tenacity is a real Candlewatch head.
Yeah.
Just like a big nut for the holidays. They have erected a small Candlewatch bush and decorated it with all sorts of shit, like handmade ornaments and all of that. And I feel like Harper walks in one morning at like the beginning of their day, and sees that for once in quite a long time, Tenacity has gotten in before Harper and has assembled this bush and is like decorating it while humming an old Candlewatch carol.
Harper sort of sighs and like, but doesn't want to stop them because they look generally happy.
Aww. Yeah.
He's a grump, but he's not curmudgeonly. He's just He's not going to get in the way of other people having a good time. As
Aw,
long as they're
that's-
not hurting anyone
That's nice. That's
Or-
nice.
or hurting people in a way that's,
Very good.
or hurting gang leaders. That's okay. You can have a good time doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, kind of lets them tries to like sort through. Probably not as much either. Probably not as many serious crimes being reported. If anyone like tries to rat out on kids, being like, these kids are being obnoxious and throwing snowballs at my house, it's like, great, you can talk to the city guard about that. I don't really give a I don't really care, and we'll in turn help those kids pelt snowballs at those people's houses.
Love that. I love that.
Vigilante snowball justice.
So I feel like kind of midway through the week, Tenacity is going to approach Harper, and they're going to be like, "Hey, so boss, you have any plans for Candlewatch at all?"
Just the usual ones. So no.
Well, I mean, it's time you're supposed to spend with like family and the people that you love, right?
Yeah. That's the general idea.
Well, I guess what I was trying to get at is, I've been working for you for a little bit here, and I think we have a real compassionate professional relationship, right?
It's a way you can describe it.
Well,
I guess.
I guess the sense is then, oi, why the fuck you never invited me to any Candlewatch shit?
I don't really have a lot of other people I celebrate with.
Yeah, but you got me, and now you've had me for a while. You can make some friggin' plans with me.
Harper kind of looks at them and it's like, I mean, if that's what you want, then sure. Trying not to look too excited.
I mean, I want you to make plans, damn it.
Sure. What's a typical Candlewatch plan besides, washing candles? I'm asking the DM.
Yeah, I mean, really, this is I think I'd be down for having you just like make shit up for this. I 100% made this holiday up like less than a week ago, so world building.
Alright, suggest, I believe there's probably like some fancy, like near the docks, there's probably like a little holiday market that happens.
Hell
That's, like,
yes.
Very local. People like have all the decorations up, and Harper's like, that's always a place I like to check out. And of course, what else do platonic buddies do on holidays?
Drink.
Just go to a
They
bar.
drink.
Go to a park? Huh? What'd you say?
They
Just go-
drink. Go to a bar.
Go to a bar. Yes, go to a tavern together. That's the dream.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm only recently allowed to go to those. I forget that that's a thing people do socially.
It's really weird, but yes.
It'd be pretty great. I think they'd
It's
be
like
really fun.
spiked wine.
What was that?
Like mold or spiked wine. That's
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I think Tenacity is really fucking into that plan. And they're like, we'll all have to dress to my nicest. Yeah, it'd be nice. Let's go on our little date the day before Candlewatch, yeah?
Sure. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Nice. And Harper looks down at his outfit, which is like almost identical to the one he wears every day. He's like, nicest.
Okay. And then we'll the week has progressed a little bit more, and now we're at that little that market thing that you mentioned goes on down at the docks. Would anyone else be at said holiday market, the Candlewatch holiday market?
Valros absolutely loves that stuff.
Valros is
yeah.
all over that shit.
Yeah, she gets free reign to decorate the cathedral grounds, so
Hell yeah.
that's where she goes.
Well, that's down in the Grays. It's not really in the over by West Dock. But
Well, she likes to go anyways, bring back fun stuff.
yeah,
Holiday
Valros.
markets have the best gingerbread
Oh yeah. Snacks.
Mm-hmm.
or whatever that weird spice is.
Yeah. So Thilu,
Right.
spice. Yeah.
Buy yourself some duck dumplings.
No dock dumpling.
Oh,
There's like
banned.
so we'll do a quick fast forward now to we're at the holiday market. Or actually okay, so let's find out what Zyph'eria what were you doing here on the days up to Candlewatch?
Well, I've been helping out at the Bitter Wind with, just doing basically what I've been doing for years is helping clean, helping prep for the day's cooking. They don't let me cook too often. They let me do the prep.
Yeah. You hear that like this year they're going to actually have someone's making some Shawanti barbecue and they're going to bring it in.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Putting the decorations up, making sure there's little jars of stardust for the ritual on the solstice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we tapped Kate and Kaylin's first day brew or harvest brew.
Yeah.
So we've been working on that, drinking that keg dry.
Mm-hmm.
It's good luck if you can finish it by solstice.
Hell yeah.
So
and as you're the day when you do that, you actually get a new patron at the tavern who's like come to like stay for the week. And he's this young priest. He looks very swashbuckly. He actually kind of looks like a spitting image of Caden himself. And he introduces himself. He's like, "Howdy there. Name's Matthias Rosewell." And you see that he's always
hello,
accompanied.
Master Rosen. Welcome.
Yeah, he's always accompanied by this big dog. Yeah.
Nice.
And he helps set up for the. He's actually mostly there. He's a priest of Caden Kayleen, so you can tell he's probably mostly there to help out with those festivities. And Biter actually introduces him as like an old buddy from up in Riddleport, and he's just he's a fellow priest of Caden Kayleen.
I try not to.
What?
Yeah, I try not to stare at him too often.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah.
Definitely, getting everything ready decorative wise. I'm running errands for Biter or whatever he needs. I did take some of those gold ingot things that we got from the Queen and kind of broke them out to a bit of cash.
Nice. That is what they are for.
Yeah. Right. So I have spending money, and I made sure to prepay my rent for the year for the attic space. So I'm a little bit more comfortable because I don't have to listen to everybody else snore anymore.
Nice. Yeah.
Plus, I can get out the window whenever I want.
You've liquefied some assets. You've kind of upped your standard of living. And throughout the week, yeah, that like other people do come to stay at the tavern. Excuse me, my brain's just did a little bit of goo. Here, let's actually whop. I'm gonna drag you to the tavern, and you have there's this wagon shows up, and there's like a halfling woman and this like giant barbarian lady, and it's driven by this guy wearing like a really nice coat and like a big fur hat. And they come and they rent a room, and this Matthias guy rents a room, and like Kenny starts hanging around a little bit more. He starts helping out with stuff. The Sarenrite priests that kind of serve the Midlands, the Sunborns, they're a married couple. They come and they
Yeah.
help out set stuff up. Just like a bunch of religious figures from around the city. The only ones that don't seem to are the priests of like Abadar. They don't seem to come here. But yeah, so this will be a layout for later, but here's just like some folks that are around the tavern that start hanging around. One, two.
Awesome.
So yeah, pretty much this dog, this fencing guy, this halfling, this lady, and this guy, they're all the people who are staying there, and then everyone else is like a Corvosan local that just starts hanging around a little bit
Okay.
more, helping Biter with setting things up in the tavern. Yeah. So I don't know. Let's figure out where Zyph'eria would be hanging out. Your choice.
Well, I probably would be, if I'm not dancing in an evening, I'm probably going to be, just making sure, not quite barmaiding, but, errand running for Biter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're like kind of just popping
if
around.
he sees something he needs done, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like out and about.
I definitely do a lot more, a little bit more of the, hey, this table's empty, give it a quick wash, throw the stuff in the kitchen,
Hell
type
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
He let me stay there for years after my mom died. I help out what I can. I am okay as a waitress, but I'm terrible with money because I don't calculate things right. And that is the truth of my character. Is he doesn't let me take money from people, so I do the other stuff.
Yeah. And then Biter's really old, has an old friend who comes in who's like a chef. And they come in one day, kind of the day right before Candlewatch, and they plop down a massive like ham, basically.
Oh,
And
that looks amazing.
they come up to you and they're like, hey, come out here and help me with this ham.
Be right there, and definitely, I know half of it's going to end up in the bean pot, but that's okay. That's good stuff.
Nah, you put this in Biter's chili, and it's gonna give him a heart attack. Cause you see,
Oh, really?
we
don't want that.
It's a whole honeyed ham, soaked, marinated in rum.
Oh yeah, that's definitely for Solstice, and I'll help him take it back to the still room.
Dope. Okay, so I've just put that character in here, in the corner. This small dwarf person. I'm trying to work on degendering my language. Okay. But yeah, this dwarf person's like, they get in here, and Biter normally makes like a pretty mean chili, but not a whole lot of like maybe some good biscuits and gravy and stuff. But Biter's friend here, who is one of the head chefs at the excuse me, there goes my brain again. At the Posh and Turtle. They are one of the main chefs, the Posh and Turtle in North Point, and they have brought a whole bunch of ingredients, and they are just like, the kitchen is more alive than you're used to it. And every once in a while, you see like their hands like do like a little pattern, and like food just starts like dancing into place, and they start like cutting stuff up and cooking stuff, and with all the knives like magically flying around the room, you figure maybe I should not be directly in the path of these. But yeah, so you help this this dwarf person, this dwarven chef, get cooking, and you get the occasional slice of this delicious rum ham. Yes, I put a rum ham in this game.
I love it.
Yeah.
So
There we go.
yeah.
Okay.
And at some point when I get a break in the afternoon and things slow down and it looks like they don't need me for a while, I'm definitely heading to the market.
All right.
Those winter markets are the best. Or Candlewatch markets are the best.
Hell yeah. I mean, it's still winter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep trying to scroll through my reference document, and I'm just like flashing through pages at a breakneck speed, to the point where I actually broke my own neck.
Oh.
Let's move on now to let's see, what's Bakin up to? Bakin, what you up to? The week of Candlewatch.
Well, celebrating, of course. I spent a lot of time in some taverns, having some drinks and hanging out. I've decided that I like this town. And
Yeah,
people here,
Corvus
so
is yeah.
I'm going to stay.
Bakin's decided he's a big city green.
Yeah, take some of my wealth from the working at the watch and maybe get myself my own room in the place I was staying. But considering I don't think the watch thing is all the time, since we were just kind of contract workers, I probably still work on the dock some, because it gives me good exercise, earns some money, hangs out with some people.
Yeah, you hang out with like the other dock workers, but also like expand your social circle.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Kind of celebrating, hanging out. Every night or day or whatever, whenever I'm not working, I kind of catch some sleep and then go hang out at one of the taverns or walk around a little or something.
Very good. Very good. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, so you're poking around. Words are hard. Going around, and does Bakin go to this? Bakin keeps hearing about this, like, oh yeah, the Candlewatch winter market kicks ass. Does Bakin think like that's the kind of place he'd want to go, or does he think like, oh, I don't necessarily want to go to like a big winter market, because then I'll feel like I have to spend money, and you know how that is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's you said it was near the dock, so he'll probably check it out since it's kind of where he is anyway.
That is, yeah. I mean, true enough. Very truth.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily plan on going there to look for anything, but since it's there, why not at least look at it and see what it is?
It is indeed there, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. So, yeah. So we'll. I guess that we now know that's where he's gonna be. Valros. Besides your working with Boltback, is there anything else that Valros does before the winter market?
She does go on like a little tiny 2-day trip to go see her shifter mentor out in the woods. She's like this old, tiny, like, gnarled old gnome woman. That, it's just very much the tough love gnome druid teaching.
Hell yeah.
They did spend a night just like, yeah, it's been good. I always see you in the holidays. I don't know how you're frozen to death out here, but yeah.
Very good.
She's a very strange woman, but you gotta go check on her.
Yeah, she's just like, yes, I'm doing quite well.
You live in a tree stump. How do
I
you
do.
not die?
It's for the aesthetic.
Ugh.
You wish you had this aesthetic.
Damn it, you're right.
Darn tootin', I'm right. I'm always right.
Yeah, you're always right.
Anyway, you've come to visit me for Candlewatch. Did you bring me a present?
No, well, kinda. You always said how I should be still connected with nature, even in the big city, and I think I did that. And Valros looks over her shoulder and whistles, and bolt back just like hobbling out. I made a friend.
Well, shit, that's a whole ass alligator. Damn.
He's very nice.
Yeah, I hope so. And she you see she looks at the alligator and she looks kind of nervous, or you think she looks nervous, but then she starts speaking in tongues, and you just see Boltback's eyes just kind of unfocus, but then refocus on her, and he just grunts at her in a way that you believe means that he is satisfied with the situation. And he an alligator, they have that really good high walk when they're walking around on land. And he just kind of lumbers over and he just plops down and just sploots out, and she pats him on the nose. And she reaches into the log and she just grabs this giant live Hercules beetle grub, and she tosses it, and he just she's got it, and he just opens his mouth and she just passes it in there, and he's
Yeah.
You made yourself a good friend here. I like him.
He is very good. Tibal is not as happy about it, but I did community service to make up for it, so we're even.
No, that's good. Sometimes you just gotta, you gotta shovel some shit, and then the people in charge will give you what you want. What you gonna do, right?
Oh yeah, what you gonna do? I'm glad you two got to meet.
Yes.
Friends aren't.
Now, what you gonna do with this? What you gonna do with this big old alligator here?
I don't know. I mean, he's able to do what he wants.
That is completely fair and reasonable.
I'm not going. If he really wanted to, I could not stop him. But he seems to like the swimming pool. It's a pretty big pool, so it works. It works out fine.
Very good, yeah. Well,
I should probably be taking him back. Should probably take him back into the city soon. It's getting cold out here. I don't want him to go into high.
Oh yeah, he could go into a sluggish state if it starts snowing.
And I can't lift him.
Oh dear, yeah, definitely, probably couldn't lift him. I certainly couldn't lift him.
You've been working together. I don't know if we could do that. Okay, Boltback, we gotta go back now, buddy. Need to get back warm.
That's my best impression of an alligator noise.
But yeah, after once Boltback is back in his little home in his pond, she's just like, okay, now market time, market time, market time.
It's market time, market time, market time. Oh, that's everybody now. Okay. So, oh, wait, fuck. Brick. Oh, no, we didn't go over Brick. Whoa.
No, it's okay. Brick's used to being forgotten.
No.
Fucking lies.
We don't ever forget Brick. He just stands quietly in the back and makes sure nobody fucks with us.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't move, you can't see him, right?
That's right. He's too stealthy.
So I have been while this has been going on, I have been typing in the sorts of things that might be found at the market that are of note. You can find a lot of cool mundane items, but as far as magical items, there will be a few available at this market.
I didn't get any money from anything yet.
We got the whatever for this stuff.
And we didn't split it out yet, though. My monitor's twisted.
I will allow you to roleplay haggling. I do have a market value for each item, but I will allow you to roleplay some haggling if you want to either trade or try and reduce the price of any of these items. So if anything, I've put it in the special Candlewatch market channel in game in the Discord. So if you want to take a look around there.
Where was that?
Brick definitely has
There
his
we
eye on the ring of
go.
protection.
Valros is eyeing that cloak.
So we got that the reward for bringing Varican alive last game, and there were 5 of us, and it was a 500 reward for 5 players that day.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you each have 100, right?
Indeed!
Yeah.
Then the brains ended up being like 500, right?
Discuss money stuff amongst yourselves. I gotta go to the patty.
The patty.
Okay.
Where's the treasure? Where the Here Be treasure channel? I'm gonna look at that.
3 up from the Candlewatch that he just filled in.
Oh, there it is. Oh, because I want to look at that Google Doc here.
Yeah, you definitely should. You haven't picked out anything.
No, there was one thing I picked out. I'm trying to remember. Oh, it was the potion of a large person that I had
Oh,
grabbed. I think
right,
that's the
yeah.
only. Yeah.
Just picked up all the
Can you wear chainmail?
What's that?
Can you wear chainmail?
I have. What do I have on me right now? I actually do have. I have chainmail right now. I have masterwork chainmail on me, so I'm looking for heavy armor.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure.
I think both accounts of chainmail were called for.
I think they were, yeah.
Because I know I have one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I like everyone else is like, I'm gonna get this unique item that's gonna be helpful in the fight. I'm like, I'm just gonna hoard all the weird, expensive, rich person.
That's fine.
I'm probably gonna sell it, but I want to investigate all of them. I need to find out I need to learn their secrets.
Right.
I'm very curious about this vermin repellent.
Right.
I'm gonna take that.
Well, if we split the doses out amongst us for if we should happen to need it in the future.
Okay. Really, and yes, Valros needs the mini gold crown for reasons.
Totally accepting those reasons.
She wants to feel like a princess.
Yeah.
I missed the vermin repellent. Man. What about those gold ingots? Did we sell those?
I took 5 of them. That's how I got 500 gold. Hey, if you guys aren't going to claim anything.
I mean,
Are we gonna split up the gold bars between us. The
That would
ingots.
be the plan.
Probably.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I don't really need any of the weapons. So I guess
I took
you
a
end up-
couple of them. There were 6 Masterwork daggers, and I took 2 because all I had were normal. Masterwork's so much better.
Okay, I'll take one Masterwork dagger.
Yeah, I suppose I could replace mine with the Masterwork as well. It makes sense.
Yeah. Always got to have a dagger.
Dagger club.
Yeah.
Actually, there are a couple of Masterwork hand axes. I think Brick's gonna take 2 of those.
Oh, there you
Ooh,
go.
that'd be cool.
I'm like, because of like the class, I'm trying to keep like my weapons to like what counts as, I forgot what skill it is. One of my skills, where I have like something.
Should be 1 or 2.
Weapon finesse. That's what I'm trying to keep up with.
Take one of those and one of the hand axes.
And this is like
Makes
my first
sense.
Pathfinder game, so.
Dean, you should take the Earthbreaker as well.
He got the crazy ass flail.
I
made
do
of
have
skulls.
the flail.
Oh, do you? You should also take the Earthbreaker.
Just got 2
Can
really
totally do
big
that. I did use
Balkans.
Yeah, I used to use a Warhammer, so it kind of fits me.
Yeah, the Earthbreaker, visually, it looks like a big sledgehammer.
Cool. And if nobody wants the arrows or we don't want to sell them, I might be the only one who uses arrows. I don't know.
Valros is a melee girl.
Yep.
I mean, I do better with the melee, obviously, but I'll actually have a composite bow, so it actually doesn't do too bad.
I have a hand crossbow, so you can imagine it does quite bad.
That cloak is really cool, but if going by the price on this info page, ooh.
Yeah, not necessarily everything will be affordable yet.
Mm.
Maybe you can trade something.
My entire. I don't know if I can trade something that's worth that.
I could trade me.
Pull out a pouch full of fingers with rings on them.
Yeah, that'll.
Oh God!
Yeah, that'll get them.
So how many gold ingots do we get?
I mean, that scrimshaw carving of a kraken would be worth a lot if we could find someone to buy it theoretically.
That
Right.
is
Yeah.
true. That is true.
I mean, we've looked at these things, right, Dave? They're not magic, right? The scrimshaw carving or anything?
Everything that is magic, I've already told you what it's magic about. What makes it magic. So
Okay.
anything that is not already listed as a magical item is not magical.
Okay.
Copy that line and put it down under your
Which one?
the money.
Oh, this thing.
And Dave, for the gold at the top, you might take 500 out of that because we divided that up amongst the 5 players for that game. If that includes the reward we
I
got.
already counted that. Don't worry.
Okay.
Wasn't sure. This is everything besides that. So
Gotcha.
Oh, so another chunk of gold there. I may as well take the arrows. No one else uses them.
Yeah, take them.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
There's a ring of rat fangs.
That sounds cool as hell.
I don't even know what that is, but I'm looking it up.
Yeah, let's look that one up.
You get a bite attack as a primary natural attack.
I already have that.
Great, then I could bite too. Oh wait.
I almost took
Join me. Bite, 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 bite.
I almost took that as a rage power at one. Although I guess I better check. Maybe I did take that. I don't remember.
Oh, Zyph'eria and Valros should totally hang out and chop. And
And just chomp.
We'd be so much better. Oh no, I'm not wearing that because it makes you look like a rat after a while. It's got a negative aspect.
that depends on how you look, how you look at it. You know, I think that's a positive. Eventually, becoming the rat on the inside.
Rats.
I'm good with what I am.
We're the rats.
Rats, the rats. We pray you think.
That frostbite sling, it's pretty. It's blue.
What's the sipping jacket?
You pour a potion into it, and then you can activate the potion at any time because the potions infuse the jacket.
Super.
Ooh.
The armor of insults.
Robe of infinite twine, because
Look, you
Why
don't
not?
know. You don't know when you'll need rope.
right? Rope is useful all the time. Not yet, hide.
Valros is kind of excited that she finally has like someone like a new friend that is not a strange old gnome woman that lives in the middle of the woods, and also not a priestess that has an image to maintain.
Mm-hmm.
So Valros can be a little nerd and run around the market and be like, "We're friends."
Yeah, totally dragging your butt here. There's like ribbons and shit.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
ribbons,
for
there's
sure,
pretty
yeah.
things. Yeah.
So I'm looking at weapons that would work with my weapon finesse, and I just saw hook hand, and I'm like, oh, that's so funny.
So you're
Hands are
telling
fun.
me that I have to cut off Harper's hand at some point.
No, it's not even.
Oh
good.
no.
It's 1d4 if it's medium.
No, I mean, then we'll stick the hand with the fingers, and pretty soon we'll have a entire
Right.
body. I'm not sure what to do with it.
Who knows what
We have
to
it.
do with that?
I casually was looking up what some of the things were, and I'm looking at the prices next to them, and I'm like, oh boy.
Now remember, I did say that you can trade, you can try and sell some of the stuff that you've got, and you can haggle. I will let you haggle.
Collect the fancy things.
I'm gonna also take this masterwork Curie knife for reasons.
Awesome.
Cool.
Valros is gonna be like, the cloak. Oh my god, oh, look at that. It's so cool.
Yeah, so the cloak of the manta ray, as well as the sipping jacket, the robe of infinite twine, and just like a lot of the magical items that aren't like weapons or armor are at the booth of this halfling guy. And he's in the tavern here. He's got like kind of darker skin. He's got like short curly hair. And he's got a lot of like really bright. He's wearing a lot of bright colors. And as if you're looking to talk to him, he's currently engaged in business with a halfling woman, who's got like a big pair of wings behind her, and she sells him a big book that has well, no, I won't tell you, unless you want to do a perception roll on the book that she's trading it, or that he's buying from her. But
Perception.
all
I
right.
want to roll some dice. Double check modifier on that.
23
Uh,
perception.
A 23
Nice.
on perception. Hot
Valros
diggity
gets
shit.
a 19 perception.
Okay, well, so Harper rolled that 23, and I think that's gonna be our winner. So Mercury, Harper is, you're up kind of looking at this booth because there's a lot of what you might consider like wondrous items and a lot of like cool jewelry and stuff. You actually see like Tenacity keeps like putting on like rings and then like displaying them to Harper. Like,
Aw.
like
I've got a whole bag full of rings.
what do you think, boss? You offer the bag full of rings, and Tenacity does like the anime disgust face, like But yeah, so Harper, you notice that the manual, or that this book that this halfling shopkeeper purchases from this other halfling is a manual of construct crafting, and it appears to be scribbled on in Draconic, and he like takes it and he looks really excited about what he's just got. And you feel that he's in a pretty good mood. So yeah. Also roll knowledge local, everybody, if you want, on seeing if you know who this halfling is.
Ooh, I'm rolling nice tonight.
Oh,
I don't have that.
You rolling rocks
Yeah.
tonight?
24.
A 24. God damn.
19.
Yeah.
21.
8.
So this was a pretty easy roll. This is a pretty easy roll. Everyone who beat a 10 knows that
Dang it.
this is this is Remy Lanternbearer. He's this young halfling who is kind of an he's not, his shop isn't in Corvosa proper. He wasn't able to get any properties in Corvosa, but he's got this big ass magic item shop in kind of East Shore, and it's Remy's Emporium, and there's been a lot of rumors about this guy, that he's really eccentric and he's been like building some weird shit in his basement. Though most of you probably haven't been to it yet, because it's only been he's only been around in the city for like a year. So, but you see that, yeah, like Harper, especially with your 24, you know that like all these weird crates of stuff have been seen like being delivered to his shop, including at least one that seemed to be from like a paleontological dig, just like a bunch of fossils and shit. But he makes some good magical items. He makes some weird magical items, but he makes good ones.
Does he have
Supposedly.
the spectacles of understanding? Is he who is selling those?
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna just say that he's selling all of these magical items for the most part. Even if he didn't necessarily make them, he's got like this, like a bunch of these little tents have all kind of like conglomerated together, and he is currently working this giant booth for magical items.
I remember that I actually already have high linguistics in a lot of languages, and I'm like, do I want that actually?
You might.
I do be speaking 6 languages.
Well,
I speak 6 languages. Yeah, you're on the same bullshit that I'm on.
Yeah, you know it.
Hell yeah.
Actually, before I make you to buy or sell anything, can I appraise one of my own items to figure out how much I think it's worth to trade?
Hell yeah, you can.
I would like to appraise my cigar case with the jade inlay.
Yeah.
And that's nat 20
Ooh.
plus 6, so it's a 26.
Dadgum. Okay, so yeah, with your nat 20 appraise, you think that a pretty reasonable price for this item would be like maybe 300 gold. But you think that you might be able to upsell it because the jade is really intact. The cigar case, like the wood that it's inlaid into, is not damaged in any way. So you think you could, while it's probably worth about 300 gold, you could probably upsell it a bit. But that depends on a diplomacy roll or some good role play.
Yes, my favorite thing. I should like. What was the halfling's name again?
Remy, the shop
Remy.
owner.
Remy. Okay. I should like to approach Remy and inquire about the robe of infinite twine.
The robe of infinite twine. Yeah. So, there goes my brain again, being garbage. So yeah, you approach Remy, and he's like, "Yeah, hi there. You see something you like?"
Yes, I'm eyeing that robe of infinite twine.
Robe of infinite. Yes, of course. What are you thinking about it? You want to buy? You want to know what it does? What's up?
I'm curious to see how much it costs before I decide to buy it. How much you charge it?
I think standard rate is 1,000 gold, but we're doing a little bit of a Candlewatch sale. Everything is 10% off. If that's
No. So curious, how would you feel? I don't think I can trade all the way up to what you consider that value, but I have something I consider of considerable value. And like pulls out like the cigar case, and it's like, and I think whether or not you use it for its intended purpose, it's just quite lovely, intact, perfectly legally owned, by the way.
Super legal. Yep.
No, it is seriously, it is legal. The guard has approved that it is legal.
Oh, there we
I'm
go.
a lawyer. I know this much. You can trust me.
Love that. Love that. Yeah, he does a quick appraise on it. I will not tell you what he got. But it will probably influence of how much he thinks it, or at least the range he thinks it's worth in. And we'll find out what he thinks that through some roleplay. So okay, so you're like upselling its quality.
I'm not saying that's entirely worth the robe itself, but like that is like part of the
Yeah, you
payment,
want to
at least.
split the cost, right? Yeah. He takes a look at it through he's got like a little jeweler's glass, and he takes a quick look at it. He's like, well, how much you want for it? I'd be willing to trade and split the difference for sure. How much do you want for it?
I'm not even sure if I still have enough money for that. Maybe. How would you feel? I realized I did my math wrong, and I still can't. Even if I'm selling it this much, I can't afford it.
Well, what haggle with
How
me?
would you feel about saying that's? How would you say feeling about that being 450?
450. That sounds like a pretty good deal for me. Wait, no, I didn't mean to say that. Shit. 450. I think I'll do how about 350? 350 sound good?
See, this is quite hard to obtain for me. I had to go through a lot, put my life at risk, really, in my journey to acquire this. And I feel like that's worth to at least 400.
Yeah, give me a diplomacy roll.
Do not double me down dice.
You got this.
Oh my god, I'm rolling. I'm using a dice roller, by the way, because I can't find my dice pad. But so
well,
that is 19 plus. I believe it's a plus 9.
Oh,
Let's see. So it's a 28.
God damn. Yeah. He'll definitely do 400, no problem. There. He looks like he thinks he got quite a steal on that, so.
And as for a rope, I can offer you another 250 on top of that for the rope.
Yeah, you know what? Spirit of Candlewatch. I'm still making a profit, so I'm happy to oblige. And he holds out his small halfling hand.
I dropped my 250 gold. This is I just wanted magic item. All right, so yeah.
Oh, he held out his
Drop
hand for
that
you to shake
in his
it, but I
hand,
mean,
my
you can
50
drop
gold
the
in-
money in it, I guess.
Okay, yeah, I shake his hand. Yes.
Groovy. All right, you have done one business. All right. Let's we haven't heard from Brick in a while. Brick, what's up? Andrew? Oh no, I think he's dead.
You cut out, Dave. We didn't hear the last person, the name.
Andrew, Brick.
What's that?
Who?
We literally couldn't.
Oh.
We literally didn't hear you say the name.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Andrew. What's Brick been up to this week?
Yeah, so normally Brick works during Candlewatch. So with his newfound riches, he takes the week off, and Brick is super jazzed about Candlewatch. Like, he puts on his big pom pom hat, and like he gets his nice mittens on, which are definitely not made for somebody of his size, and he like squeezes his hands into them, and so they like just cover the tops of his fingers, but his thumb sticks out.
I love it.
And he goes out into the into Corvosa there. And again, because he normally works, he doesn't have any family here. You know, the half orcs of Corvosa don't exactly like hanging out with full orcs, and you know, finding another full orc in Corvosa is, you know, needle in a haystack. So, but he has all these new friends, and so he buys presents for Harper and Bakin and Valros and everybody.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And they're just like little gifts. Like they're just like, he was like, yeah. So I was out and I, you know, just I saw this and I was thinking about you, and I just wanted to give it to you. Just, you know, no big deal. A little something from me to you. Just, you know, don't think about it.
So
That's all. And then like he runs off.
So what kinds of things does Brick get for his friends?
So it's mostly food, because of course, you know, Brick loves food. So who else doesn't love food?
Hell yeah.
Right? But they're like little candies and like nice breads, and he like wraps them up in like a nice bag, and he drops them off to people, and yeah.
Hell yeah. Love that. We love that. We love to see it. Yeah.
But then when Brick gets down to the market there with everybody, Brick himself is eyeing that ring of protection.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. And so he saddles up and he's Mr. Shopkeep man, you got that fancy ring there, and it looks like it would look really good on my hand. You know what I mean?
I could not agree more.
And what kind of price are you asking for that?
I think. Well, shoot. I think. Wait a second. Give me a quick secondo. I think an 1800 is pretty fair.
1800. Mr. Shopkeep, I do have to tell you that I don't have that much money on me, but you know what, I do like helping. You got any work that I could do that I could trade for you? I'm real strong, and he like flexes, and he's like, I can move big heavy things, and I can I help you out, and just maybe I have some money on me, and like Brick goes into like he has to like take his little mittens off, and he goes into his his pouch, and he's like, this is all the money I have, sir. And he puts down 600 gold coins, and he's like, is there something I could do to help make up that difference?
How about this? I'll take 500. But I could use your services specifically every Wednesday for probably the next month for like an hour or two.
Oh, really? You let me work for you?
No.
I would be honored to have someone of your measurements. And you see, like, he seems to be doing calculations in his head. He's like, yeah, I could definitely.
Is he doing that thing where he like makes the square with his fingers, and he's like, eyeing people up, and yeah.
Oh yeah. It's...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could make this work. You know what? Yeah, 500, and I need you to come work for me one day a week for the next month.
A deal. Yeah, no, of course I'll be here, and and if you need anything else, you let me know, sir, and I'll be right here to come help.
For sure. Well, thank you very much. I'm pleased to be of assistance, and I'm pleased to have you as my assistant.
And he reaches out his hand.
Yeah, and he takes Brick's, comparatively huge hand.
And he Brick shakes his hand vigorously, just like, oh, you won't regret this. I promise I'll work real hard for you. You're not going to regret anything.
I doubt I will. Thank you very much, Brick. And Brick's just rattling him around like a little rag doll.
Jesus.
He's just very small. He's like, oh God.
Brick, let him go.
Imagine a halfling woman is just bursting into laugh, trying to not laugh very hard.
Yes.
Very...
Spectacular.
And then Brick is just jazzed too. He's super excited to go tell everyone about his new job.
Oh.
He's like, I have a profession.
That's amazing.
You did a good job.
That's a great deal.
You're really moving up in the world, Brick.
Right.
We're so proud of you.
Right, it's much better than working down at the docks. I mean, don't get me wrong, the guys down at the docks have been pretty good to me for a while, but I think if I've been branching out, I feel like I have talents that are better than just working at the dock or working at the bars as one of the big tough types there. So I'm glad that there's something else I could do to help.
Yeah, you're a talented guy. What the fuck is a Willie's magic toboggan?
I'm gonna add a couple of.
I don't want to look.
Brick's got a Willie's magic toboggan.
I'll bet he does.
Oh no!
One of those hashtag I'll ride that.
God, no!
Valros, what I would like to go next. I have to go to bed at least like the latest a half hour, because I gotta work in the morning. But
shit. Okay, yeah.
Well, definitely I'll be inviting
Um,
everybody back to the tavern for solstice night for, because
Mhm.
Oh, right.
there's this amazing ham that
The
came in,
rum
guys. It is
ham.
rum soaked,
Uh,
honey baked. It is amazing. I had a slice of it earlier when they were. Never mind. So you guys definitely have to come through tonight. I might even be dancing. But yeah.
Zeph.
Yes. Yeah.
I really want to get the cloak. I want to see. Oh, get it.
Get what?
The cloak. Look at it.
It does look amazing. I mean, we could definitely ask him and see how much it costs. I mean, he does say he's doing a thing.
He is doing a thing. Yeah. Mr.
Yeah. So we're both gonna like turn our eyes expectantly on this the sales dude, the little guy, and I'm like, looking at it like, so what about the cloak, the manta ray? You're like, we're trying. Can we try it on? Dave, you there?
Yeah, you can try on that. You can try on that there cloak of the manta ray.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Val, try it.
Ooh,
I bet
it's got its tail.
It does have a tail,
Ooh,
yeah.
squishy.
That's amazing.
Fits perfectly.
It's like you're basically wearing a manta ray made of cloth, or leathery, not cloth, leather.
That is so
So
cool. I
how
bet
much-
you could breathe.
So how much are we looking at for this? Dave?
Yeah, I'm doing quick math. I'm doing brain math. Just kidding. I brought out a
math. You're doing-
calculator for this.
I did the stunning silence of calculations.
For the Candlewatch sale, how does 6,400 gold sound for you?
I'm thinking we can have some fairly interesting things that I think we can trade a little bit for. She puts out the masterwork kukuri knife, and she's like, "Only got so much in the way of gold pieces, but so I got like 300 gold pieces. This masterwork kukuri knife. I'm thinking if I can do payments if you got a plan for that, or if you also need help, or if you want more help, like my good friend Brick over there. There's also that.
Brick hears his name and he turns and looks at you and just waves emphatically.
Hello, Brick. Hello. He's a good guy.
He's a very good guy. Unfortunately, I do not think you can bring to this position quite the same thing that Brick was able to. I don't
You'd be
mean to
surprised.
offend.
Okay. I also have. She like kind of looks over her shoulder like really quick. She puts out the 5 ingots with the seal of Corvosa. Got a few of these.
So let's see. Now we're at 1,000 gold and a masterwork kukri knife, which so that's 1,000, 1,300. So you're at 1,300 gold total that you've got here. And he says, "Oh, I should not have offered to hire people. I don't have that much liquidity to just throw down."
That is true. Yeah.
Like, if you
We
want
don't
to,
have a lot of.
yeah.
We don't have a lot of liquid, But there's this longbow we've got. It's the masterwork composite longbow +3.
Oh, with a +3 strength, yeah.
Yeah. Does that mean you have to have a +3 strength?
No, it means that you get a +3, or you can do extra damage up to 3 with the weapon.
Interesting.
So, yeah. So let's see. That adds for masterwork.
And that +1 butchering axe that we don't need anymore.
True, yes.
Oh shit! Yeah, the +1 butchering axe. That's gonna be worth a lot of money because that's a +1 weapon.
Right.
Yeah. There's the butchering
I would
axe
probably
too.
start with that. See, yeah, I would probably start with that.
Butchering axe, the gold ingots, the Curie, 300 gold.
Okay, let's find out how much that's worth.
It's like your Brick used weapons, he'd go for the butchering axe, but he doesn't. So
Right, figured so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And being good and not dumping out a bag of humanoid fingers with rings still attached.
well, I mean,
Yeah,
you
we
can
gotta-
always take the rings off the fingers, and then we
Not
just have a
in a-
bag of rings.
They serve food here. We cannot do
Yeah,
that. That is a safety hazard. We're going to get shut down.
And really, we should take those into the graveyard so that they can be cremated.
Yeah,
Basically.
I should really take those there first.
You see, whenever I find fingers on the docks, I just toss them into the water for the fishes.
It does feed the fishy.
Okay,
Yes,
so
feed the fishies.
Yeah, it's usually
Well, we got to
this
see
way.
if we can match them to any of the morgue. So anyways, yes.
okay, so with the butchering axe, you are now at 49 hundo.
Woo! We're getting close. Getting close, lads.
We are.
You could toss in the +1 dagger and the shuriken.
Yeah.
Well, we could do that, yeah. Dagger, shuriken. How about
With just one +1 item, you easily reach your
Well,
required
shuriken
cost.
are the most useless for us.
Yeah.
so let's toss the shuriken in.
Okay, you toss the
Just like-
shuriken in,
just like-
and
Yes.
what?
Oh, it hurts.
Ah,
no, we
shit!
don't throw it.
Why would you throw a ninja star at me? Gosh! I thought we were friends.
Like to bear, like Bishop de Bear over here. She like looks up. What are you doing over there?
Yeah, Bishop
Nothing.
de Bear is like browsing.
Sorry, ma'am.
She's like browsing shovels.
Browsing shovels.
Sorry, ma'am.
She's at Handy Hakan's gardening tools emporium, and
Yeah.
browsing shovels and gardening rakes. She's just like, don't commit crimes, please. We're all just trying to shop.
I got excited.
Yeah, so you sell your stuff, and and he gladly sells you a cloak of the manta ray.
Yeah.
Like we're dancing in circles to celebrate.
Hey, Dave, what's the shadow breastplate?
A +1 shadow breastplate. So a shadow is an enchantment for armor. Let me get what that does.
Makes it hard. It gives you a +5 to stealth. Makes it harder for you to be seen.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were looking
I was
at
trying to
that
figure that
earlier.
out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Dave would have to tell us what the cost would be.
It's a fat ass chunk of change.
Yeah, I bet.
As a total, a +1 shadow breastplate will run you about 8,000 gold, I think.
That's what I figured. I figured it was gonna be at least 5,000. I was just curious as to what the shadow effect did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, now you know. And Remy is not going anywhere. He lives around Corvosa.
Yeah.
So you can buy
Yeah,
items from
that
him.
Rod of the Python's kind of cool, but it's not cheap either.
Yeah, you can Moses it up.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I do want that tankard of excellent ale, though.
Yeah.
Nothing's pretty cool as long as you don't use it after not doing anything cool, because then it's gross.
Right. But Brick always does something cool.
Well, there you
Agreed.
Yeah, you always
Fair
cool.
enough.
Well, what you do is you ride the toboggan until it crashes because you don't want to yell, "I want off this," and then you stand up and say, "Bear me," and it's great,
Exactly.
Yeah, and then you feel
Combo.
better.
right?
And you just repeat the process until you're done.
Until you're done.
Those are both homebrewed magic items, so I have put the cost, the proposed cost in there on them.
Ah, very nice.
Yes.
All right. Well, Brick may have to come back for that tankard of excellent ale at some point.
Yeah.
It does sound amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right. Yeah, so you have I'm going to remove the ones that you purchased. So make sure to write them down. Robe of Infinite Twine. Also, so Harper, you buy this Robe of Infinite Twine, and actually, it's a pretty nice, high-quality looking smoking jacket.
Yes.
It appears as that anyway. So you
That's stylish.
you now
Nice.
have a stylish jacket.
And practical.
Right?
Oh, and I never have to carry rope on me.
Woo!
Right.
Hell yeah!
You're a very crafty detective. You never know when you're gonna need rope.
Exactly.
Climbing shit,
You're right? I
carrying
got rope.
shit.
Hold on a minute.
Tying
Before you
up
pull that
shit.
thing, go there.
Mm-hmm.
So Zyph'eria's buying like bags of cookies, like gingerbread type cookies and whatever is iced and looks amazing.
Oh, what a
Yeah,
favorite
there's
cookie.
like they're making
So
a
there's,
lot
like-
of seasonal treats, a lot of stuff with phyllo spice, but a lot of stuff that's just with like cinnamon, things like
Yeah.
that. There is
Are there gingerbread orcs? Because I need one for each of the guys. So
there are
Rick
so
can
there's
back and both get a gingerbread orc.
there's gingerbread orc fathers. So they're like
There we go.
gingerbread cookies that are designed to look like this big chonky orc with a long pointed cap that's like drooping and a big robe, and he just looks like this big jolly orc. And he's got his arms outspread. There's as always, you can get dock dumplings, but this is one of the few times of the year where Jigsaw Maktasha is being sold, and you actually see as you go up to the place that's like selling. There's like a big open air luxury food booth, and it's being run by the Arconas, Malia and Glorio Arcona are out there. Let me put a picture of Glorio Arcona. I do not have a picture for his sister.
Is that the incredibly hot dude?
This is the very handsome man. He's just so
Yeah.
fucking handsome. I find him very attractive. 10 out of 10. Would smooch.
And his girl or the lady is the one who was banging the other guy that we kind of ran out of town, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
So she's
There's,
pretty.
for everyone that wants to see what a Glorio Arcona looks like, there he is. I have made him larger than life. He's very, very extravagantly dressed, very handsome Vudrani man. And he's just like, you see there's just all these kids, and he's just like handing out little like handcrafted toys that he's bought from local artisans. He's just like throwing candies out to people. He's just like, ah ha ha! Happy Candlewatch, everybody! Oh, I love this time of year! Ah ha 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 ha!
Oh yeah, definitely buying some fun stuff to share.
I'm just
Yeah.
picturing him like chucking a candy at somebody. Oh, sorry about that. Pick yourself back up, please.
Ah, shit.
He chucks it.
You just hear oh my eye!
So
Right?
actually, what would be really funny is his response to that is, you know, a kid gets knocked over by a candy that he's thrown, and he's just like, oh, that's hilarious. Sorry about that. And he just like hands them like a big like a what's it called? Like a peppermint log? No, not a peppermint log.
Your log?
Not
Pecan?
a Yule log. That's the one you burn.
Oh.
Like a spice log. Like it's that wheel that's basically like a big cream cheese filled pastry that is shaped like a
Yeah,
big
yeah,
log.
like the twirly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a almost like a Swiss roll, but
Yeah, it's like a
but
really
log
big
shape.
Swiss roll. Yeah. So he just like goes
Yeah.
over
It's a
and he
Swiss
It'll
roll
take like
for
3 of
Swiss
us to
roll.
eat that. We need one.
yeah, he like just takes one of these things and he just gives it to this child that he's knocked over. He's like, "Sorry about that, kid, but it was pretty funny."
You're right. You're right.
You're
This
absolutely
raw bigger
correct,
than he
Mr.
is.
Arcona. And of course there's like
That eye was bad anyways.
you can get like a maktasha, you can get all the really like fancy food that's normally a little too expensive. It's all really cheap here. Actually, so the this big holiday roll pastry you see is made from a rolled up oliphant ear filled with like a cream cheese, basically. If everyone knows what an oliphant ear, it's an elephant ear, but it's
Mhm.
baked on a tower shield.
Holy shit.
So it's gigantic.
According to the write-up, it can feed 3 full-grown men.
Valros elbow Zyph'eria.
Or
We got
a-
this.
or half a
I
brick.
bet you 3 gold that brick this faster than 3 human guys.
Okay. I will take that.
You see
Oh, wait, he hasn't had any dumplings yet, has he?
No, I think he's got a Pavlovian buster though.
Brick, you've
We
had
need
like
to get him some
a
maktasha.
dozen. Yeah, I was gonna say, Brick, you've had like a dozen maktasha by now.
Yeah.
Just slamming them.
Just every time I walk by, I'm like, I'll take 4 more.
Yeah. And so you do see these the wizards that Tibal had passed earlier, the 3 bro wizards are they are all walking up to purchase an oliphant ear. And they're like, "Oh man, dude, we're totally gonna crush this thing in no time at all." Yeah, bro. I ate some fuck I don't
He hates some fuck. Man, I love some fuck too.
You want some fuck?
I believe it's pronounced fook.
Ah, yes. The delicacy of fook.
Yumma yumma. Oh, so good. Okay, so yeah, so
Anyways.
anyways, here's Wonderwall. So yeah, you see there's these bro wizards that are like definitely gonna share a there's 3 of them, they're gonna share an oliphant ear.
I look at them with pity.
Are you gonna try
like, oh,
and get Brick
They
to
can't eat it all by themselves. And then I look at Brick. Well, either Brick or Bakin, one of them can eat it, the whole one on their own. I'm pretty sure of this.
Probably.
Yep.
And there's ribbons.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty.
So, yeah. You're like, watching the bro wizards eat. It's not my thing. They're annoying enough just standing near them. Wandering off, probably gonna buy a ribbon or two. I'll definitely give Valros something in red.
Ooh.
So,
Hell yeah. Everyone gets like
Valros.
nice holiday looks.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
we are now bead decked. I'm still debating
Yes.
what Brick gets. I'm thinking something in a nice dark blue. So,
Valros, while she was visiting old druid,
I love this
probably
so much.
grab some good choice little chunks of wood, working on carving them. She's not quite done yet because it takes some time. It's a process.
Mm-hmm. God, I love that.
Right
so
now,
much.
she's very distracted by her new cloak. She's doing the thing. She's got the arms on the
totally
sides,
have to
like
go
flapping
try that
around,
out.
like whoop, whoop.
You totally have to go try that out. We got to get down to maybe to the docks.
Does she like use
Yeah.
the tail? Does she like use the tail to like spear like a dumpling and feed herself with it and just be like, yeah?
She can't do dumplings, but she can definitely do other small foods and pastries.
Hell yeah. But anyway, so yeah,
There's a donut on the spike.
yes, there's just like a bunch of donuts like on it. On the stinger.
This is
Uh,
the best gold we've ever spent.
Agreed. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome.
It's a food transport.
This is cool as hell. Yeah. I feel like from now on, the rest of the party is just gonna they're gonna pick up something and they're gonna half eat it and they're gonna be like, well, I want to finish this, but I can't finish it right now, and they're just gonna plant it on the spike. You're gonna be mid battle. You're gonna be mid battle. You're gonna use the stinger and just a whole bunch of various pastries are gonna fly off it into the guy's face ah.
And then the most important part, no, I thought I was gonna eat those. It was gonna eat. I forgot. Also, it is
Right, my sandwich.
9:55. I have to get
Yeah.
up at 4:30 in the morning.
wow.
I will see you guys later. Valros
Okay.
is probably gonna pass out in the corner somewhere.
Yeah.
She tuckers herself out by being so excited about the cloak.
We'll drag you back to the bitter wind and light a candle.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Good night.
He throws you over his shoulder and then he helps you hold your candle.
Oh,
Oh.
thanks, buddy. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Night.
All right. And so let's start winding down now, I think. So we've kind of basically done all of the market stuff. So I think it is now time for the party to head back to the Bitter Wind.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yay. I'm skipping. I've got such a sugar high, it's unbelievable.
nice. Yeah, so I've made everybody's
Harper
minis.
looks so relaxed. He's been in once.
Nice.
Nice. I've made a bunch of minis in here for everyone to move around the bar. As you walk into the Bitter Wind, you see a bunch of people they're dining. It's a big feasting kind of situation. Biter has made at least 7 different kinds of large chilies. But the chef that's come in, the chef is named.
I don't remember.
No, I haven't named the character yet. Oh, I know the name. Their name is Spanaway Plumbus.
Spanaway Plumbus.
And Spanaway Plumbus, the master, the dwarven master chef, they come out and you all kind of assemble.
I got a table.
Yeah, you can find there's a couple of tables here. They're kind of out on a deck. There's a little upper level deck. These are all open. There's little railings, but they're not those aren't walls.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
you see this Matthias guy. and his dog. They're like sitting at a table with Remy and Kenny from the Dock Workers Union and the Sunborn couple. You see Cressida Croft is over here, and she is with a Shawanti woman who has actually brought in a bunch of this the Shawanti barbecue, the true Shawanti barbecue.
The good stuff.
Yeah, the good shit. You can see in the upper decks, there's that giant barbarian woman and the little halfling woman, and the I'm just gonna say he's Iraseni, which means he's a Russian man. He's from Irisen.
Okay.
Irisen is fantasy Russia, but slightly better now.
Hmm.
And then there's the back alley boys are kind of all over here in a little corner table.
They know where the good stuff is.
Yeah, they know. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of Corvosan locals. Actually, you see there's Kapira de Bear, the bishop that Valros works with. And there's also this very, very handsome Anthony Hopkins looking man.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, he looks familiar.
Yes. And actually he would look pretty familiar if you have a knowledge local.
Oh wait, Brick has this. 1.
I got an 11.
An 11? 11 will do it. Yeah, this is the guy who runs the training academy. It's like a fencing academy. His name is Vencarlo Orsini.
Mm.
Nice.
So
So this is not a place that's going to have a big fight tonight. That's what you're saying.
Probably not. Yeah, no, he's like a master fencer or whatever. But he's also
Maybe the
like
opposite of.
yes, there will not be a big fight tonight. I reckon. And then there's a guy sitting all alone at the bar, and he looks like he's been schmammered the last multiple days. So you could either all sit together, or you could maybe go disperse and if you want to meet some people or anything like that.
Yeah.
Harper, I feel like you and Tenacity both see Vencarlo Orsini, and you are looking respectfully.
Looking respectfully.
I am looking respectfully at the very handsome other silver fox in the room.
Which one is him? I can't. There's so many people.
Oh, he's down
on
here.
this board.
There, I made a
Yeah.
purple bubble.
We should look respectfully.
Mm. Brick is gonna go hang out with the Usurans and the big barbarian lady.
Yeah, so this there's a halfling, there's this guy from Irison, he's wearing a bunch of furs. Brick, you go up to meet them, and this barbarian lady is with this small halfling woman. You see they're holding hands over the table as they both enjoy their drinks. And you see they're both wearing rings because they're married. Yeah, it's nice. It's that good domestic shit. And Adriel had to go to sleep, and I feel bad.
She'll watch the stream. Or they'll watch.
They will watch the stream, yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully they will watch the stream. I don't actually know. I don't know if any of y'all watch the stream. I have fun making the stream, but that's mostly because I'm learning. I'm learning a lot. So Brick, you go over here.
Last week's stream.
And you see this this guy with his long coat. He turns to Brick and he's like, "Hello, can I help you?"
Oh yeah, I was I saw you from down over there, and you look like good drinking people. Thought I'd come up and share a Candlewatch brew with you all.
Yes, of course. This is my first Candlewatch, you know.
Oh, this is my first Candlewatch too. Usually I'm out working. So here, let me. I have a gift for you. And he runs back downstairs and he goes to the bar and he buys a beer and he's like, Happy Candlewatch.
Happy Candlewatch to you, my friend. I am Ringer Melnikov. What is your name?
Brick.
Ah, magnificent Mr. Brick. Yes, I am, well, you see, just last year you may have heard the big news of Irison. We have a new queen, yeah?
No, I didn't hear that, but that sounds exciting.
Yeah, well, we have new queen. And the old queen, she wasn't so good. And, well, the new queen, she and her advisors, they decided to, kind of make Irison like a sort of People's Republic sort of situation. And old Ringer here, well, you see, I used to have work as a smuggler, and so she decided that I would be best employed as like like a merchant, like someone who would come out and represent the country and make trade connections with other countries, because Irison used to be very isolationist. You see, it was very very confusing stuff. But anyway, I've been coming around, kind of the inner sea region, and I've been trying to experience different holidays and shit. And I got to tell you, we got to bring this Candlewatch thing back to Irison, because I love the whole the found family, the giving people shit. It's really nice. Here, let me, and you see he like shuffles through, and he like pulls out a nice a nice metal badge, and he hands it to you. He says, "This used to belong to Queen Elvana's Winter Guard. Now they don't exist anymore because they were bad dudes. But hey, it's pretty good. Um, you can keep this as a gift if you want, or you can melt it down. I do not really care, but I want you to have a gift, and this is what I have that I can give away right now."
Brick is like, oh, this is the best thing I've ever received. And he pins it to his like little vest that he wears, and he's like, I will wear this for forever.
Just don't go calling yourself the Iron Guard, okay? Or else I'll have to hit you. And you see he like pats a sling that's hanging at his belt.
No, I won't do that. But like, I could be the Winter Guard, right? I'm the Guardian of Candlewatch. Yeah.
It's the Guardian of Candlewatch. That sounds good. That sounds very good.
And he's like, I gotta go. I gotta go make sure everyone's having a good time. And like, he gives him a big hug, and he's like, I'm gonna go save people and have fun. And he runs off.
Okay, you do that, man. Okay. And he turns to the two women he's been like sitting with, and he's like, "Well, that was fucking cool. I love this place. Everyone's so nice." And then let's zoom to, let's see, who wants to go next? We could do Zyph'eria, are you heading over to this table full of clerics, or to this guy sitting by himself at the bar?
Well, first I had to stop and pet the dog.
Of course. Yeah,
because he's a good boy.
You pet this very large dog. He gives a soft boof. He's
Yeah.
What a good boy.
I'm like, don't worry, boy. I know there's a bone coming out of that ham at some point. We'll make sure it goes right to you.
You actually see that this cleric, or this priest that's next to the dog, he's basically had a hand on the dog's shoulder, which is the dog is laying down and its shoulder is like at this guy, pretty high, so he doesn't have to like bend down or anything. But he goes, "Oh, good point. Thanks for reminding me." And you see he takes a flask from the table, like a big bottle, not a flask, a bottle of a whiskey, and or like a honey whiskey, and he pours it into a bowl, and he sets the bowl down in front of the dog. And the dog just like starts like lapping it up with gusto.
I laugh. I'm like, perfect way to celebrate the evening. And then I head over to the guy who's by himself at the bar.
Yeah. So you head over to this guy who's by himself at the bar.
And because Biter's right there too, so I'll order a beer, and then I'll turn and like, so hey, how's it going? Happy
Um,
Candlewatch.
you see this guy's like really you can tell he's been drinking a whole hell of a lot. You've been staying at this place for quite some time. And
Yeah.
he's just like, it's fucking, this shit ain't happy.
Well,
No.
it's Candlewatch anyway.
I I mean, sure, man. If you fucking and make a sense motive check.
Oh, you make me have to figure that out.
Nope, sorry.
Got a 19.
A 19. Okay. You see, he kind of keeps giving like a sour eye over at Vencarlo or Assini.
Oh,
He's just like, look, this is probably gonna be Corvos's last fucking Candlewatch
why is that?
because hey, hey, I'm gonna tell you this. When the king died, all those riots started, and then the queen took over. Now, the leader of the watch fucking ditched on us all, which is some bullshit, of course. But let's just also mention that. Okay, wait a second. I gotta. Queen takes over. The riots started. The new watch leader is the fucking Cressida Croft. And now I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you something about Cressida Croft. She's an idealist, okay? Like, she doesn't know what she's doing because she's over here thinking that, like, you can change this system from the inside best. But this whole thing, it, like, needs this, like, really rapid overturn of, like, a political system, and any action that is not immediately doing that is just like fucking lying to yourself, right? And there's no point in it, you know? Like, does that make sense?
I mean, I suppose it does if you're drunk enough. I'm not really following you exactly, but I'm also not really a big follower of politics. The king died, the queen's in charge, and Cressida's in charge now, and I kind of like her. And, that's how it goes.
You can like Cressida all you want, but the truth of the matter is that you shouldn't like the watch, and Cressida thinks that the watch is the best way to clean up the city. And that's some bullshit because it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Well,
And he points, and you actually see that, like, this whole time he's been wearing, you can't tell it what it is super well because it's just, like, hasn't been washed in, like, clearly, basically, since the king might have died. But his clothes, he is wearing a very filthy uniform of the City Watch.
okay.
And he points to his badge, and he says, I used to be with them, okay? And I mean, I didn't like formally leave you, but like, what's the point, man?
Well, if you're a deserter of the watch, then you're not helping, which means you're hindering. And I just look at him and I'm like, are you really sure you want to be here where they are tonight?
It doesn't matter, man. This is a free city.
It is a free city.
Do a, I would say either diplomacy or intimidate if you want.
Ooh, I finally got intimidate up.
Ooh.
I got a 22 on. Are you really sure you want to be here when they're here if you're so upset about them?
Yeah. So he's like, well, I guess I don't want to do that. But like, what the fuck can I do with my life?
Well, I'd get cleaned up, take a bath, wake up tomorrow, and get a job.
I mean, I have a job, but like, you
Well,
think a
then go
different
back
job?
to your job. Well, have you been at your job recently?
I may have not
And
been
I
at my
look them
job.
up and down, and I'm like, because if that's a uniform, you're significantly dirtier than usual.
Okay. Okay, you have a good point.
I mean, tomorrow it'll be brighter. It'll be the solstice. It's a new year.
Okay. I guess I can give it a shot.
Okay. So in the meantime, I bet I can get you a plate of ham and some dumplings.
Hell yeah, he is so fucking down for some ham and dumplings.
Yeah. I'm gonna go sneak back into the kitchen, grab a plate of good stuff and some of the chicken dumplings back there.
Hell
And
yeah.
carrots too. This guy looks like he needs some vegetables in his
Yeah. You grab some
life.
crab
So-
rangoon.
Oh yeah.
The goon.
Every
Yeah. So I'm gonna when
every
I
day.
come back out, I've got a plate for this guy that I'll slide in front of him from the other side of the bar, and then like a basket of just happiness, whatever I
Nice.
could scrounge in the kitchen.
Okay, well, he you get a feeling that he's probably going to try and clean himself up. You see actually as this go after you interact with him, if you like leave him or something, he like tries to like wander over here and he starts interacting with these people, and the Sunborns and Matthias are like, they're cool. They're nice to him, whatever. And he's able to sit down with them and stuff. Okay, and then
Right.
let's flip now to Harper and Tenacity, who head over to this table that has Vencarlo and Cressida Croft and all them. So Harper, how do you approach this group of people?
I think first things first, Harper and Tenacity do get their spiced wine. It's very important.
Sitting back, eating and drinking. Out.
Yeah, and then like they just approach because Cressida, Harper remembers that Cressida has heard of Harper before, and that made him feel good. Like, yeah, you solved that one mystery. And it's like, yes, I did. So on that note, he's just gonna go over them and like be like, Croft, good to see you again. Happy Candlewatch.
Yeah, she like turns to you. She's like, "Oh, hey, Harper. Yeah. How you doing? How you been since that the meat thing?"
Been doing all right. Yeah, trying to get in the spirit. This one nudges to Tenacity brought me convinced me to go out.
Rock and roll, yeah. Well, and she turns to Tenacity. Well, thank you for getting him out and about. He's a real credit to the city, and I think we all are better off with Harper Prescott around. And now it's the weird point where I'm interacting with myself, so I'm gonna say that Tenacity gives you all a thumbs up instead of holding a conversation between myself and another myself. Um,
Fair.
And she kind of offers you both like a seat. They kind of like squeeze some chairs in, and she introduces you to the folks around the table. She says, "Well, I don't know if you're a Pharasmite, but you might know Bishop de Bear, who's the older woman there. And then and if you're if you're interested in fencing at all, then you may have met our local master of the sword, Vencarlo, and this older man. He's not sitting. He's like leaned against the wall. And you notice it's probably just because he's older, and he's just someone who like he keeps his legs limber by not sitting down, which that's fair. And he does like a little flourish of his hand. And do a perception check on that. He's wearing like big leather gloves.
Okay, this is where my rolls have gone downhill. That will be a 6.
Okay, he has a normal hand. Um,
Good to know.
there is nothing out of the ordinary to be noticed about Vencarlo or Assini.
Not enough 6 fingers.
It does not have 6 fingers.
He does not have 6 fingers. He does not have less than 6 fingers. Or more
Totally
accurately,
normal number of fingers.
he has a normal number of fingers. Yeah, so he like gives you the little this little and then Cressida's like, and of course my cousin from the countryside who brought us the Shawanti barbecue. This is my excuse me, my voice and brain keep shorting out. This is my cousin Tekrakai.
Oh, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, she Tekrakai, she's like, bald woman. And she's wearing like these like fur-lined quilted cloth this fur-lined quilted cloth outfit, and she turns to you and she's like, it's an absolute pleasure to get to meet you. I don't get into the city very much, but I've heard that you're one of the folks that's making sure that this is a good place to live. So I commend you for that.
Glad my name's getting out in that way. I try my best.
You notice that, there's, I guess, she like part of her tattoos is she just has like a bunch of holy icons of Desna on her tattoos on her like arms and her head and shoulders kind of areas.
Harper will remark on that. Like, I notice you wear the symbol of Desna. I happen to be a follower of hers.
Follower of Desna. Yeah. I feel that Desna has really been an important part of who I am as a person, and helped me become the most true form of myself. Desna is, of course, a goddess of change, and I would not be the person who I am today if it weren't for finding my faith through Desna, of course. I'm sure you've found similar things in your life, yeah?
Yes, both through change, which I found she gave me a lot of guidance in, and through luck.
Very
Without
good.
luck, I'm pretty sure I would have died many, many times by now.
Very good, very good. Amongst the Lyrian Qua, which is my tribe, as some might call it, we every night we like to look up at the moon and recognize that Desna's looking down at us, and I feel like I've had a lot of comfort in that um,
Yeah.
throughout my life.
I think that sounds like a very beautiful practice. It's of course a bit different, more isolated in the city, but I think that's a good thing to keep in mind.
Very good, very good. Yeah. Oh shit, I didn't think of anything else for this character to say. Now I gotta like do brain, make my brain.
Oh no, it's too late for Dave to
So
brain.
late, my brain.
Fuck. All right. Do you want to roll a sense motive on her?
Sure. At 13.
Okay. She seems like she might have other things going on like in her life, but maybe she doesn't want to talk about them that much.
That's valid. Who you've just met.
Yeah, she's just met you. She's not gonna like pour out her heart to a stranger. Valid. But yeah. With that, the food starts getting passed around. Bakin, is there anything you want to specifically do as the evening feasting begins?
I mean, I was mostly spending my time drinking and feasting, but I do notice that as other people are wandering around, I look over to the side over here and I see these. Is it the back alley boys? I wanted to call them the Backstreet Boys at first, but realized that probably wasn't right.
God, I absolutely regret not calling them, not committing to the Backstreet Boys.
Right?
Yeah.
I have so many regrets.
And
Pasta
fucking,
fazool.
if his intelligence were really low, I'd probably call him the Backstreet Boys anyway because that's hilarious. But he actually would remember the name, so
Yeah, very
so
good.
I probably wander up to them with a few drinks and just say hi and see how they're doing.
Yeah, the back alley boys are all there. I gotta remember the names that I actually stuck with on characters. Don Pig Tickler is sitting there kind of at the head of the table, and he sees you, and he's like, "Ah, yes, the tall drink of water. Come, please sit down and partake in our food and wine." And
Sure thing.
you see that one of them, the Terrible Tulip, who is the one with the puppets and stuff, he's over here, and he's actually opened a little basket, and it's just full of dock dumplings, and they've all been eating like the good food, but also like between different courses, they've been just shoving a dock dumpling in their mouths as like a palate cleanse. Um,
Nice.
and they like offer it up to you, like, you want some of these dock dumplings?
I would take one. I don't need a lot of them, but they are tasty.
Rock and roll, man. It's pretty good. Yeah, and they're just like they're drinking and stuff, and the Don's like, "Now, Mr. Bacon, that was it, right?
Yep.
Now, I was just wondering, is there anything going on in your life right now? Anything of note?"
Well, I mean, I've decided to stay in town. How's that?
That sounds like a pretty, settling down in a place is a very important part of everyone's life. You only find the right home for you once, and every once in a while you settle down somewhere. Maybe you figure out that's not where you want to stay, and I think it is important to get to know a locale before you decide that's your home. And I think it is very wise of you to start considering Corvosa as that potential home.
Yeah, I've done some traveling. Sometimes not my own choice, but I kind of like it here. I got starting to get some friends and some decent jobs, and I think I might hang out.
Very good. Well, if you would consider your muscle out for hire any time, you let us know with the back alley boys, and we would love to have you come work for us at some point.
Thank you for the offer. I will definitely keep that in mind.
Very good. Very good.
And at that, once we're done chatting and stuff, I'll probably move back up to the table and start
Yeah.
eating again.
So I think throughout the rest of the night, you all kind of mill about. Maybe you interact with other people, things like that. But for the most
Yep.
part, you all just have a really nice candle watch. You have the point where you all you light your candle and you wish for things. Please feel free to send me your character's private wishes by personal message on our Discord. Or by another means. Yeah, it's a very nice, average pleasant candle watch. And I think that's where we're gonna end the
Yay.
session. Oh, what?
Perfect. It was wonderful.
Yes.
And next session, so we're gonna take next Friday off because it is Christmas, and I'm gonna be spending time with my family, so I don't know about y'all. But
Awesome.
the Friday afterwards, on January 1st, I am excited to run our next session.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next time on Curse of the Crimson Throne. Well, we'll just have to find out. We're gonna get back to the grind of dealing with crime and stuff like that in the setting. Should be fun. You're gonna be going into Old Corvosa, and exploring Eel's End. So get excited for that.
Cool.
I'm excited to run that. And thanks all for playing session today.
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything they would like to plug for the end of our episode? Like a charity or
I
a
think we're
movie
good.
you really liked or something like that?
Nope.
Everyone good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Thanks
so.
for the chant.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, so thanks everyone for playing today. If you watched this show and you liked it and you want to possibly game with us in the future or participate in our roleplay thread, I will add a link to our Discord on the episode. Thanks again for watching. Smash that like and subscribe button. We're not a YouTube channel, we're a Twitch stream. This has been Curse of the
Yay.
Crimson Throne, episode 4. Good night, guys.